Nisa Ghul here. I was raised in the forest by my dad. After my mother died, my father taught me everything about hunting, cooking, finding things to make medicines, and basically how to defend myself. While hunting one day, we were attacked by the bear. It killed my father in front of me, leaving me completely alone. I ran away as fast as I could, coming across a cave where I tripped and fell, hitting my head. When I awoke, I was surrounded by a pack of wolves. Thinking they were going to kill me, I tried to get up and leave, only to have the leader come up to me and drop some meat by my hand and nudge it forward with her nose. That's when I realized they were just trying to help, while another two curled up around me to keep me warm. I then went on to live with these beautiful creatures for many years, until it was time for me to part ways. As a parting gift, the leader of the pack pushed forward the small cub who had become infatuated with me, as if to say, "He is your companion now. He will take care of you when he is old enough." Jeeves has been by my side ever since. I finally ventured into a village nearby where I used to live, only to meet Sout, who then became my best friend, with whom I did take under my wing, taught him things that he needed to know. Sadly, he went down the wrong path, in which I had to end his life.
Who am I? Who are you? Why do I need to introduce someone as formidable as myself? My reputation precedes me, after all. You should already know who you're talking to. No? Fine. You may refer to me as Artificer Ethelfin Ypres Yasfer Davidmore, protege of blade masters and armorers from the four corners of the Telkasir, and notable craftsman in his own right. Do not touch the construct. She is a delicate mechanism of such exquisite work that your ogling dirties her grandeur. She has instructions to dismember too, so mind your fingers. And yes, I am patronaged by House Talinder, thank you very much. Not that you asked. I travelled the highest echelons of elven society, so you will use my full name and title in the formal setting. Outside of which you may of course call me Artificer Daywinmore. Propriety must be maintained after all. What do you mean, what am I doing out here? I'm perfecting my craft. Whatever misunderstanding you've heard is scurrilous lies. There is always room to innovate and perfect after all, and one can't do so within the strictures of one society. Ideas can get stale, don't you know? Indeed, one day, Avatas, that's the construct, will be a shining, glorious centerpiece of the Telkasir's artistic and technological achievement. And it won't be thanks to just elven technology. No, there are many other disciplines that you blink lives may have some small knowledge of and that I can perfect. We elves are long-lived after all, but through this construct, I will achieve true immortality. No, I am not begging for coin. I have a highly placed sponsor within House Talinder. Why would I need coin? I was calibrating her load-bearing joints and placed my overcoat beside me because it is a sunny day. I can be hardly blamed if people throw coin at me. They are making assumptions. What do you mean, move along? Ordinance against begging? Are you serious? Take your hands off me. Do you know who I... Avatas, that was highly inappropriate. Thank you, dear. Get the overcoat. Leave the guard.
My name is Vanimelda. I am part of the Tarsali Asir. Ever since I was a young girl, I was under constant pressure as the next matriarch of my tribe. Learning about the world, having all manners of education, being groomed and molded to be the priestess. Also being sent to all different high houses to learn and network. I excelled at sword training, but that might have been partly due to the connection I had developed with Neveril, my dark elf swordmaster. Respect turned to admiration and admiration turned to love. For a while, everything was perfect. We were in love. He started teaching me about his culture and his goddess Elistrai. Then the day came when I found out I was to be a mother. I was excited, blessed, and thrilled. When my twin babies were born and I held them in my arms for the first time, I have never felt so much love. I went to sleep and I felt untouchable. And I woke up to reality. Everything was gone. My children, Neveril, my swordmaster, My mother had dealt with them. Since then, I have vowed to work harder than ever before to truly become the most notable matriarch of my tribe and change this barbaric way of thinking. Mothers losing their children over such matters will never happen again. I carry Neferel's sword with me always, so I will never forget the injustice that happened to me, the motivator to always get better.
Tig! I am Tig. Tig Wild Elf. Big and strong, like tree. One day, met big walking tree. Easy to talk with big tree. Shook arms, and big walking tree gave me his arm. Arm gift. We friends now. Arm best friend. Walking tree sound grumpy, but gave arm? Must be tired. Tig take arm on walks and make big and strong like Tig. One day, family go off for trade. Tig go for walk with arm. Come back to find house traded for dirt and ash. Where did house go? Family in dirt where house was. Family all sleeping? Tig try to wake them, but they stay sleeping. Covered in dirt and black bubble bits. Why? Tig smell cooking. Tig hungry. Tig go for very long walk with arm to find food. Tig and arm walk very far. Not know how long. Man asked Tig to keep safe small elf and friend. End up on boat with Nisa and Music Man. But they not strong. Tig and arm must teach and take for walk. All go to place with tiny tribe. Very small. Do job for tiny tribe. Tig use shiny round metal for school. Arm and Tig met nice tiny person. She make candy. Candy help Tig talk good. Tiny tribe are nice people. Found new home. Tig and Arm found new family. Then Music Man hurt tiny tribe. Arm and Tig go fix. No one hurt tiny tribe. No one hurt Tig family. Tig arm torn off, but Tree Arm helped Tig. Tree Arm now part of Tig forever. Music Man smush now. Tig keep Nisa safe. We go find Apple Sprite now. Shiny rock. Did good?
That's the floor. Hello, everybody. Awesome. Welcome to episode 2 of chapter 3 of our online D&D game. With us, as usual, we have our players. Playing as Vanny, we have Che 3D. With Nisa Ghul is played by Potato Queen. Tig, the very large barbarian, is played by Showgirl, the very tiny lady. And Liam is played by Smallcoy.
Can't buy.
He has peppers. Alright. So, can I get a brief rundown of everything that happened last session by Smallcoy, please? You shook your head.
Animal.
You know what this is like? It's like when the teacher asks you something in class and everyone sort of like looks away. She finds the one that looks the most nervous.
Don't make eye contact.
That's why I'm looking down.
Okay, so last session, we made an expeditious retreat from the dungeon and shuffled back to our quarters. And then after being given a very, very short amount of time for personal activities, we went to go and see a nice man. And by we went to go and see a nice man, what I actually mean was we were forcibly escorted by a large number of guards to sit in a room with a nice man. And that nice man proceeded to act as pest control, destroying an annoying vermin that was stapled to Liam Nava's side for some time now. And by that I mean he escorted Aethelfin away from the party.
Wow. Okay.
And then we were given some alone time to go and do other unrelated activities, wrote down a bunch of notes. The party went to go and figure out transport away from the Colossus to continue their grand gesture, and Liam Nava had a pleasant / concerning chat with his guildmaster and made some hidden plan. And now we're here.
Okay. The party also went and went to find out if Aris was still in town, and he had disappeared. He has taken a phalanx of constructs back to Corinth to see what was going on, and then we sort of left it there. But we've discussed and said that the party would have made their way back to their rooms to plan the next step of their journey. So you would find Nisa sitting there with Jeeves at her feet. What would you be doing, Nissa?
Probably just relaxing after a bath.
Okay. So you walk in, Nissa's just sitting there chilling out on the benches with Jeeves, just sitting in the sunlight enjoying a bit of peace over the last, it's probably been about 2 weeks since you've landed here, and you've been through hell.
All right, sweethearts, what are you waiting for? Breakfast in bed? Have a glorious day, Nicole.
Thank you very much, Paisley, for the 5-month resub. I appreciate it. So you all walk in to see this elf who's usually dressed for war and looking very stern, just chilling out in the sunlight, relaxing with a puppy. What you guys like to do as you walk in?
Ugh. Still, I still don't like him. Ugh.
Jeeves sort of
Come on, Danny.
lifts his head up, looks at you, and then sort of with its tail kept flat. It's sort of that thing that dogs do where they don't ever stand up. They just stay with their belly on the floor and shuffle towards you slowly. And then it tries to it's reaching out with its nose, trying to be, show you that it's you're the alpha.
I pet down and I start petting Jeeves really gently, and I look towards Tig and I'm like, Tig, it's okay, he'll never hurt you.
That's what they said about the first one. Only takes one. This one, he's learning. He's a good.
When she holds up her finger,
Dog.
you see a very, very small nip, a tiny little cut from a tiny scratch or nip that happened when she was obviously a child, and it's sort of turned her away from liking pets, dogs, not kits.
Yeah. Only takes one. He's learning though, so I'll give him a chance. Good Jeeves. I'm just gonna back away.
Sort of wags his tail a bit and then just gets up and walks back to Nissa and leaves. The guards have followed you in this time, and sort of you're allowed anywhere within the construct that is not the restricted sections of each guild house. The man in charge has said we are to help you, provide items for your travel, to be deducted directly from the gold that he from you. If you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to ask. And you watch them leave, and the doors close, and you can hear them on the other side. They stop there and just idly chatting back and forth with each other.
Okay then. When do we get our stuff? We need to put stuff in backpacks. Because your magic one disappeared, didn't it, Nisa?
Yeah, that one's gone.
Okay,
Is there
mine
any way we can
exploded.
get another magic backpack?
I doubt it, but oh well.
We can just we just put stuff in it. You just keep putting stuff in it. So we'll try it.
It'll
Come on.
fit eventually.
We'll try it. Don't worry. Trust me on this one. We'll try it. I'm gonna go to the door and knock on the door. Hey, people.
The
Hello?
door opens and his face sort of peeks in.
I need a
Yes.
backpack. Like just a big backpack and like rocks. Can you do that?
You want
Like just a bag and some rocks.
we can escort you to the markets where you can get a backpack and how big do you want the rocks?
I just need to fill a backpack with rocks. It doesn't matter. They'll all fit. It's fine.
I just
Um,
want to run up to Tig and just like sort of try and interrupt her.
we can take you to the beach. Hello. She says hello to you, Nissa.
Hi, Tig. Tig, don't worry about the backpack. We'll figure something else out later. But we do need bags, so don't worry about the rocks. Leave the rocks out of it. We want to be taken to the marketplace, please.
Okay. Gotta be careful they don't explode like the last ones. Good idea.
You don't want your backpack to explode?
It's a long
No,
story.
The
A
rocks.
long story. Don't
They
worry.
just went.
Don't worry.
The guards sort of look at each other and then look straight at you, Nissa, like, is she okay? Is there something wrong?
Okay, we used to have a bag that was basically infinite depth.
They sort of
we got it from a very special guy.
one sort of like
And,
looks at you quizzically, the other one's eyes go really wide.
Yeah.
This is the bag. Like you just put
And-
stuff in it. It had snacks in it.
Yeah.
Snacks. Okay. We'll be here. If you need to go to the marketplace, just all come out. We can escort you together. We've been told to try to keep you, as a group.
Okay. I'm just gonna turn around to everybody else. Did you guys want to come shopping?
Shopping is a pastime of mine. Let's go.
Okay. Vanny says we should go. Can we
Okay.
go?
We
Is
can go.
is just out of character? Is Liam here?
Yeah, I was just about to ask, Liam, where are you at the moment?
I don't remember.
I don't think anyone remembers. I think we just assumed you'd all met back there, so maybe let's just say you've arrived roughly now.
I'm an ephemeral being.
And as you walk up, you just hear Tig and this guard talking about rocks and how she wants to fill a backpack full of rocks.
So, being the Schrodinger of tieflings, never knowing whether I'm truly there or not there, and just sort of like try and brush past the guards to get into the room and glance at what's.
Yeah,
I
the guards
think
step
like-
aside and just, oh, sorry, sir, and let you past.
Sir?
Wait, Liam, wait. Like, can we go? Can we go? Like,
Well,
the
yeah,
place with all the like fun stuff that you people do.
sure, yeah, why not?
Cool.
Oh.
Okay. He says we can go. Can we go, Nissa?
What? Sorry?
Can we go to where all the fun stuff is that these people do? Like the not foresty stuff.
Yeah. Can we?
Yeah, we
pick
can
up-
go. We can go. Okay.
Can we
go.
pick up? Shut up. Can we pick up some stuff?
Okay, so the guards like, we'll take you to the market, and then once you're done there, if you need to head anywhere else, we'll take you. Where exactly did you want to go, Miss Tig, was it?
Yeah, it's easier to say it that way. I want to go to. I'll just like turn over to Benny like
Marketplace.
Marketplace.
Okay, and one guard sort of steps forward and starts walking, and the other one goes, follow him.
gonna follow.
Come. Let's go.
And he waits until you've all
This is
walked
for you
past.
new people.
Or following.
I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
Yay. Does that mean I'm doing shit?
Yes, Tig.
Are we gonna go on an adventure? Like just a little small one?
Every day is an adventure with you, Tig.
I think that's really nice to say, so I'm gonna go, aw. I think that's what you're supposed to do. Let's go. Let's get a bag and fill it with rocks. I know they said no, but we're gonna do it anyway.
When you was that an audio clip from Starship Troopers? Yes, it was. That's the follow alert. I keep trying to turn them off and they don't seem to work. Speak a little bit louder when you're talking. Shro, you're just a little bit on the quiet side. I can turn you up a touch, but you know, just
No, it's alright. I got it.
Cool. Alright, so they lead you through the like down towards like the central hub, where the true marketplace is. Not the entrance area that you came in before. It's this bustling market with lots of stalls, and there's people selling all types of things. There's like anything from you know, clothes, bags, shoes, weapons, that sort of stuff, to like bulk of metals and materials that might be needed for constructs. Shh. Nobody heard a thing. To things like
background. It's pretty.
At this point in the film, we'd like to remind everyone within the cinema to please set your phones to silent or switch them. Thank you for being courteous.
it isn't silent. Motherfucker. Alright, I mean, hi, let's get back to the game that we're professionally running, right? I'm gonna make sure there's no other alarms going off. There's not. Ever. So they lead you down there. There's everything. There's a point where even those among you that have no understanding of magic, you can smell or feel like it's almost like the air is slightly charged.
I wonder if that would smell delicious.
It's like a lightning strike has just passed by you. It's like this ionized feeling. All your hair
Love
sort
this
of
place. So much energy.
literally. Your hair stands up on end. For Liam Nava, the excitement almost physically manifests as like everyone that's like magical around you that has some sort of ability at all, you can almost tell because like little bits of what makes them special. There's a pyromancer walking around, and every time he blinks, there's like small cinders falling from his eyelashes. Like, for Liam Nava, how would you have that happen?
Like every now and then, as he turns or looks at something, there's this lightning crackle that follows.
There you go. So as you're following Liam now, every time he moves quickly to dodge out the way, or someone bustling by, or something gets his attention, he's excitedly turning towards it. There's that small lightning crackle following him.
Does Arm feel like energetic because of this? I don't know how that would affect it.
No, Arm is not that sort of.
It's
It's not
just
arcane.
chilling. Ah, okay, cool. It's just chilling.
So you're in the marketplace. What specifically are you guys looking for? And the guard sort of just stops to turn and just spreads his one arm to the side as in, go, have fun. Stick together as
I
a group.
quickly try to look around and see if there's any kind of like hat shop or just anything to cover the mess that was Tig's hair, because Vanny tried to like comb it before, and she's like, no, this needs to be covered.
I'm actually gonna... Vanny, do you still have that, like, lolly stuff on you? The candy?
Yeah, it's chocolate,
have it?
think. And I just hand it over.
Thank you. I'm just gonna stand there and just eat it. Like, she's good. She's just gonna follow everyone wants to go until she's ready to do something.
the first thing you pass by while looking for a hat shop is so there's like a few pieces of like handmade like formal wear. So, you know, there's nice hats and head wraps and that sort of stuff. Little top hats, bowler hats, that sort of stuff. And as you keep going down, it starts getting more functional, and there's, you know, dark colored scarves that you tie around to mask your features. And as you look past that, you start getting towards the... Australia has an odd definition of silent. Wow, there's some lag. There's a bunch of like armorers, and there's the sort of like gladiator style helmet, which like sort of guards one shoulder a bit, and has the face mask that opens up, and it's quite ornate.
Is there do I notice anything that's like a brownish color, kind of something that matches the rest of Tig's clothes? And I'm just like,
Tig's clothes? Tig, describe what you're wearing.
yeah,
again.
Tig.
I am wearing a very small strip of fabric over the front and a just scrap of loincloth. That is it. Other than that, she's got a big tree arm, which has actually started to grow across the chest. So effectively, the fabric here is almost not necessary now.
Yeah, it's most across the back, but yeah, there's as a wild elf, they pretty much just do what she needs to do. Like, she just runs through the forest, things get torn up. Less is more in their case because it just catches. So people tend to avert their eyes when she walks by, half because, you know, modesty, and the other half is that she is a giant filthy barbarian walking around that looks like she could crush them, so they're like not offending her and just look aside.
I just want to get anything that kind of like, you know, kind of maybe like a bandana or just something to just cover up, small, not inconvenient, but just to cover up the tangles and knots that are on her head.
Yeah, you could get sort of like a you know, length of cloth and wrap it around her head. You could either get something like made for it, which would run you a few gold, or just like buy some bulk cloth that would be roughly the same amount, but you could use again and again. Like 20-meter roll of cloth.
Can we actually, since Tig is all like tree and whatever, can I get something that's like super like floral or something really like pretty, so it's just like, oh, it's like you're a tree?
You happen to find the Hawaiian shirt cloth store. No, there's not exactly like a floral pattern. It's just like simple colors. Some have been embroidered with things, but you know.
Then something green, anything green.
I'm imagining like the fruit basket.
You can find, like I said, you can find rolls of green cloth, or you can find yourself some. It'll be easy to find just, you know, green clothing, green bandanas, green scarves, that sort of stuff.
Then just like a green scarf that I can like wrap around her head, and that's it.
Okay. So as you're walking around, just like perusing shops, you find something that's pretty close to what you want. There's a few different shades of green, light, like dark, and like a sort of like olive drab sort of color. And little merchant walks up to you. Hello? Can I help you at all?
Oh, hello. Do you have any green scarves or cloths, anything to fit this beautiful woman over here? And I point towards Tig.
He looks at it, then looks away, and he's like, how much clothing is she needing?
Just something for her hair to cover that mess.
What?
Miss, do you perhaps want something a bit more covering? It would cover, wow, war paint, it would cover up all that. Well, it gets cold. And he sort of just like looks
No,
around
don't.
sheepishly.
Um, why would I need more? This is already too much. It catches on everything.
Well, Miss, and he looks at you, child. Oh, Vanny, and then back at Tig. He's like, your arm is very intimidating, and I think if you could cover it up a little bit while you're moving through cities with maybe a nice full length cloak or
What's a cloak?
robe or coat,
Li-
anything really.
Randy,
And
I don't know what these
you-
things are.
You do have the look of a warrior. Maybe you could go down and get some armor for your torso.
Oh, I don't need armor. No.
And she looks to you, Vanny. Miss, could you help?
Please get me a cloth and something for her hair.
The clock?
This poor
Okay.
man.
Okay. And he turns to you and like sort of takes a few steps over. And finds a bandana, and then there's also like scarves around the neck, and then he gets like a big like square, like a 2x2 meter square. He's like, could use this to just drape over everything. And he looks at you
Actually,
hopefully.
we do actually need one of those. Like, we do actually need just a big thing like that. It was on our like list of things to get.
Oh, so
Then
you have a list.
the cloth and the bandana, please.
Do you think she could use some gloves or boots? Do you need anything? So what was your names again?
Oh, sorry. My name is Vanny. This is Tig. This is Nisa, and this is Liam.
And this is by the way.
Liam, by the way, as you try and point to him, auspiciously not there.
Okay.
This is
Hi. My name is Narif, and I will be able to help you with anything clothing required. Is it just you two traveling together?
No.
There's Nisa over here,
Oh. Hello.
and Jeeves. Is Jeeves there?
James is back in the.
Yeah, because there was going to be an, oh god, what the fuck is that in my shop?
I've learned from my mistakes of taking Jeeves anywhere in a city, so he
Mm.
should stay in the pit.
Yes, is there anything else I can do for you? And as he starts gathering up the bandana and the cloth and putting it aside.
Do you have possibly any shirts, pants laying around, just so that we have?
He sort of
spare
looks to his left
shirts?
and then right in his clothing shop as you say this, and then looks back at you. I have a few.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna go look for some stuff, and I'm gonna turn to Vanny and just go, Vanny, just grab a shirt and a pair of pants or something, and we'll just get some of that. Not too much stuff though, because we have other.
Liam wears very fancy sort of looking stuff, doesn't he?
Yes.
He's part of the guild. Yeah? Like
Yeah.
very ornate.
Yeah, he's baller as fuck walking around.
Okay. I'm just gonna like start looking around the shelves. If I can find anything that's like obscenely frilly or gold or covered in just bedazzlement,
Okay.
I'd like to grab that.
I'm gonna roll you a perception. Ah, you haven't done your character sheet up. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna roll you a perception check. What is your plus perception?
+4.
Okay. All right. No, you find like a full length robe that you've seen on like the councilman and magisters sort of thing. And it's got like silver and gold thread down the side. It's got the city crest like over the center of the chest with the different guild houses around it. It's like you've just sort of looked around and found one of the nicer pieces, you didn't like. You sort of like right next to it is all the sort of like nice, but for like peasantry nice, and you sort of gone straight for the really nice stuff because that's what you've noticed as on the high official people in this place.
Okay. It's not quite enough. Nareth, I have a question for you.
Yes, miss?
What, like this, I don't know how to describe it, but more. Like more.
Like 2 of them?
No, like more of this.
You put your
stuff.
hand over the embroidery in the chest.
It's kind of just like describing this stuff because I don't know how to describe it. It's shiny and all these curly bits.
I'm
More of that.
just gonna like turn around and go, she means the material. She likes it. She wants more.
I
Like-
can have something made for you if you want.
Can we do that? Is that okay, Vanny and Nisa?
Depends on how much it's gonna cost.
I don't understand money.
I know you don't. That's
I
why
have a bucket.
I know you don't, Tig. That's why I'm
A
asking
bucket
the
of
nice.
money?
No, just a
No.
bucket.
She likes buckets.
It's like a really important bucket, okay? Like, I cannot stress how important this bucket is.
Don't trade in bucket.
Very special.
I'm just gonna turn to Vanny. Vanny, can you please escort Tig
just-
to? I'm just gonna hand Vanny like 10 gold pieces and just go find some lollies or chocolate or something. Just take her to lollies or chocolate or toys.
I just need
Make
to
sure
get
it's
something.
Curly.
Tell me what you
I-
want,
I-
Vanny. Vanny, tell me what you want, and I'll make sure that we get it while I'm here.
Miss
Can you get?
Tig, just quickly before you're rushed away, if you want something made, I'm happy to do it. Just quickly describe it to me and I'll take down some notes.
Like this thing that I've got, I'm like point at the loincloth. It's like this, but like really, really curly material and lots of shiny stuff.
Is this for you?
Don't care if it's like, if it costs like a bucket or like 10 buckets, make it like, I don't know how many buckets, we've got 1 bucket. So use the like 1 bucket stuff, but make it like super stuff.
He points to like a frilly dress that's in the peasant section and has like it has like stitched bits of like crystal into like the pieces of collar where you'd clasp like a something to, and he's like, this costs like guess 4 or 5 buckets.
I will be back with more buckets.
No,
No, like-
No,
Tig,
Nisa has
Yeah.
the buckets. It's okay.
A bucket
No,
costs
Nisa has
a bucket costs a few silver pieces, and this would cost like a few times that many silver pieces.
How much all up are we talking in gold?
But the cloth that she wanted before, and the bandana, and this dress, it'd be about 1 gold, 20 silver.
Okay, that's not
What
too
about
bad. We can do
1
that.
gold and a bucket?
No, Tig, no bucket.
Can I like while perusing around the shop? Can I like try to find like a pretty dress for like Vanny to wear? She's like,
Yeah,
we've seen all
literally-
these important people. I can't go see these people in this disgusting clothes anymore.
So like two like pieces of clothing over is like the nice stuff, like I said. So you can find yourself like expensive silk sort of gowns and that sort of stuff. Nice,
Yeah,
very nice sort of clothing, along with boots, gloves, handbags, scarves, like all like really, really expensive stuff. Nice.
I just take a really nice like dress, and I'm like, this one as well, please, Nisa.
What color?
White.
White. Okay, that's not gonna get dirty at all.
I'm gonna put my couple of t-shirts and pants
Okay.
onto
So,
the thing.
doesn't matter what color. All up, it's like 110 gold pieces.
I return the dress.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Okay. As you're putting it back, he's like 7 gold pieces, 110 gold pieces.
I'm just gonna take 110 gold pieces out of my pocket, look really kind of like, and just hand it to him.
Can I just go and like get dressed now?
Yeah, but in the hustle and bustle, you know for a fact that your dress is going to be filled.
Oh no, okay, keeping it in the bag, just
Cool.
safely.
Okay, so you have some clothes. What else? The guards are waiting out front, sort of like expectantly. So did you get what you needed?
From this shop, yes.
Okay.
Anywhere around here sell arrows.
Yes. There's the boy down the end next to the armorers.
Okay, I'm gonna go down there, and I'm just gonna walk towards
No,
the guy
no.
that's.
We move as a group. Wait for your friends.
Okay, everybody, can we go get some arrows?
Okay.
Okay.
We need candy when we get back. And food. We need food.
We'll get food on the last
Um,
day, Tig, so that way it's fresh and it's not gonna wait.
And the guard then turns to you, Liam, trying to find you, expecting you to be somewhere nearby. Where have you gone?
While they've spent that time on clothes, I've gone to see if I can find an armor or a blacksmith or a weaponsmith of some kind, and just buy the first thing that I can find that looks like a parry.
Okay. You're sort of still in eyesight as you're sort of moving down. You find different styles, different armors working different specialities, leather, mail, plate, etc., etc. So while you're looking around, these guys will catch up to you, because I believe armor is not exactly your specialty. What's your specialty in terms of creation? Artifice.
Nothing! I'm rubbish. I have artificer's tools because all I do around the store is help people mend.
Okay. So Chai's gone. So as they catch up, you're sort of like looking about a sort of like large guy in a apron that smells faintly of burning metal. Son, is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, I'm looking for how do I describe it? It's like a dagger, but the blade needs to be kind of thin and curved. The handguard needs to be extended about 3-4 inches further on either side, and it needs to have a cross guard as well, maybe about 4 or 5 inches out from either side too. And if you could flare the ends, that'd be incredible.
What exactly are you using this for? It sounds like a parrying dagger. Is that?
That's the one.
Okay. You know, a shield works just as well. You sure I can't?
It's not for me.
Oh, okay. Well, I can get one, but we can also have something made for your friend's height and weight if it's not for you.
They're
You catch up to
they're like a
them now.
little, they're like a little bit taller than me. Maybe, you know, about this much.
Oh, okay. Cool. Sure, no problem. That'll take about. If you come back tomorrow morning, or do you want us send? Do you want to send this somewhere for you?
What, are you kidding me? You can't do it right now?
Oh, we can, but we could do it right now. It's going to cost a bit more, or I can have it sent to you tomorrow, and it's a bit
Liam's
cheaper.
just gonna put 5 platinum pieces on the table and say, "Okay, how many?"
Yes.
All right,
How
that's
well?
one. And he's just gonna slide
how-
one of the
how-
pieces back, leaving 4 on the table
how-
while the guy stutters.
How well do you want this made? What materials do you want this made from?
Ooh, do you have any black steel?
We have a little bit. Tell you what, you give me 2 of those platinum pieces, I'll give you back 5 gold, and you will have the perfect parrying dagger. And
How
it'll
quickly?
be done before you leave here today.
Fair trade. And he leaves 2 on the table.
Cool. He immediately gives you back your 5 and a docket, and it says 3 on it, and he's got a circle in sort of it's like a paint, and he's written 1 next to it. And he gives you, he's like, before you leave the market, just swing back here. It'll be waiting for you. Do you want it in a case?
If it's fast, it doesn't matter.
Sure. Anything you need. So, anything else you need from us at all? And you guys, by the way, the rest of the party has caught up at this point.
Yeah, and at this point, like glancing to see the party, Liam's just gonna point at him and go, "I may need something later. I'll come." And
He's
he's
like
gonna,
waving frantically at them.
yeah, he's gonna turn back to the party and be like, "Hi, hi."
Hello.
Seeing you all walk in with your, Tig looks the warrior type. Vanny not so much. And Nissa looks a bit rough. The guy's like, hello, friends of yours. Is there anything I can help you with?
I'm looking for arrows.
I can make quality arrowheads, but I don't make the arrows in total myself.
Anybody around here do make arrows?
2 shops down on the left, you'll find probably the best one in the city.
All right, thank you very much. I'm gonna just sort of usher everybody this way.
Do you make like tools or anything, or is it just the big stuff?
I mean, mostly I make weapons. What tools do you need?
She uses stuff to open doors. It's like it's not the turny thing. It's not the.
I'm gonna
turny
turn
thing,
around. I'm gonna turn around and go. I think she means lock picking.
Like that.
Oh, we don't really do that. We shouldn't really be selling that to every.
Liam puts 2 more platinum on the table. Yeah, you should.
Well, there's a shiny. Like, reach forward to touch it.
I can make you some lockpicks, but he sort of looks around. He's like, "Do you work for the guild? Not the artificing houses. The guild."
Liam's gonna motion towards Tig and just be like, "Listen, come on, look at her." And he's gonna lean in and be like, "She forgets her keys all the time. It's a big hassle. She's locked herself out about 6 times. It'd be easier for us to just have a set than to keep calling locksmiths."
Okay. He was in the process of pulling something out of his pocket. Nissa, can I get a roll perception check? Because I believe you're the only one that was there and or smart enough.
Seven.
Never mind. So anyways, he's like, "Oh, yeah, okay, I can do that. Anything else? Maybe a great sword for your large friend, or a short sword for the nimble young lady."
Have you not heard the stories of the mighty Tig? With a fist stronger than any.
I'll just like pull that arm, just like, yeah, these things. He's good. He's good like that. Like he's gonna stab things, just like.
He sort of looks at you, and Sort of like looks you up and down once, like just slowly. Miss?
Yeah.
Never mind. You really should. And he sort of looks along you all, seeing how like just mixed group. Never mind. I will have what you asked for very soon. But young sir, you should really get her some clothes.
Why?
Because it's what people do here. I mean, in the forest, everything catches and it's really inconvenient, but it's really polite to cover up when you.
While this is happening, I'm just gonna lift up a bag and just go, "Oh, you mean the stuff that's in here?"
That like hides you?
Well, it's
can.
not so much to hide you; it's more to decorate.
I'm just gonna look at Tig and just go, "What?"
So like, hang on. So it hides you in all this. Like you blend in.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
You mean like camouflage?
Yes, like camouflage.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I
And
still don't like clothes.
and clothes like mine, and he sort of motions to his sort of orange and gold getup with like white trim. He's like, "This is how would you say? You know when you see a brightly colored, you know when you see brightly colored animals or plants or frogs or whatever, and it tells
Flowers?
predators not to try and eat them because they'll die of poison."
Uh-huh.
And Liam just motions to himself.
Oh, okay.
He sort of. When you say he doesn't like clothes, he leans down to you, Liam. Want me to make some cheap, like, armor so she just looks like another bodyguard? I could do that, and she might be more comfortable than clothes.
It's not my responsibility.
The amount you paid for the lockpick is too much. I will throw in just a breastplate and greaves.
Then either keep the change and never tell anyone, or hand me my change and let's get out.
Okay. He hands you some change. You still feel like he probably kept a good portion of it to himself. Alright, and he just lets you go. Nissa, as you wander down, one of the guards sort of like moves more into the middle of the street to watch you. You see the person that makes the arrows, and there's just bundles and bundles of shafts with different tips.
I'm just gonna look around. I go through them and find the best ones, I guess, or just find like whatever ones I can find really that I like.
You've got some that are like, made to punch through armor. You got some that are made to like for extended travel that whistle as they fly through the air, and you've got just bunches and bunches of standard arrows.
I'll buy. Grab a handful of the armor punching arrows.
They sell
then
lots
just-
of 20, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'll just buy like 20 of those and then 20 normal arrows. That should be enough for now. I can make more when I go into the wilderness.
Okay. As you do that, and the one of the guards sort of walks in and just says something in their language quickly, and walks back out, and then goes into and then you guys notice him go into the armorer and do the same thing. And he comes out. So is everyone good to continue? Is there anything else you need to get while you're here? You have your arrows, Nissa.
Okay.
Needed stuff for climbing.
No, I still have stuff for climbing.
You don't think we might need more, or?
I'm pretty sure I have like ropes and like a climbing kit in my bag. I think.
Okay.
A pile of shit that we have sitting on a barrel.
needed-
Actually, now that I think about.
I needed to get, or like sort of nudge Vanny. She's like, I need one of those things that Liam puts on the paper and it like makes stuff appear on the page.
Do you mean a pen and paper? A pen?
Yeah, that stuff.
Yes. Can we go find the place with pen and paper?
I don't know good words.
Yeah. So you can like that sort of stuff. As you're talking, the guards like I can get you pen and paper, quill and ink.
Yeah.
Oh, while you're at it, could you grab us, like basic traveling supplies like torches, ropes, food, water, just general supplies?
There's a shop that sells kits. I can grab you 4 kits.
All right, great.
Can-
And Liam's just gonna like shovel gold out.
No, if you remember, you've already paid. I've actually been collecting all the gold that you've been spending.
Oh, sorry, I'm not used to not own.
Alright, I forgot about that.
It was hard
I need
to convince the armorer since apparently you purchased something special.
Oh, yes. That's a small agreement between him and I. We're old friends.
Oh, I'll go talk to him again. Sorry. Master Liam, did you need anything else for your eccentricities? And he sort of nods towards your glove and pouch.
My ex. Nothing that I'll find here.
Okay. If
Do you have anywhere?
Yes.
Do you have anywhere I can get silver powder, please?
Yeah, there's different stores that sell reagents for constructs and spells and whatnot. If you need me to pick some up, or we can take you there yourself.
If you could pick that up, that would be nice.
Okay. And they have got they've hired someone to put in a cart like all the things you've been buying. So, they take it all off you and put it into this like it's almost like a wheelbarrow, a little hand cart, and someone comes off and jumps in. About how much silver powder did you need?
About like 100 grams.
All right, so you've got about 250 grams of silver powder, and the guy who's carrying it is just like shocked that he's got so much silver in his hands, and just sit down. Is there anything else, or can we be on our way?
One more thing. I just need some backpacks.
The adventurers kits come with just standard small backpacks. Everything's stored
yeah,
inside.
Yeah, but wouldn't that have everything that's in the kits though? Like, what about the clothes and the extra stuff that we have? Might need a backpack of their own.
Sure. How many backpacks do you need?
Just 2.
Just 2? Sure. Fine. Easy.
Thank you very
And
much.
you can tell he's getting a bit sort of antsy from being there because you're drawing a lot of attention.
We can leave now. I can tell you're getting a little bit annoyed and a little bit antsy, so...
Okay. So
Actually, wait, no, we're not.
I need candy, and I also need, I think they're called candles.
Take candle. All right. So
That's it.
I also need stuff to cut hair with so I can tame, and I just gestured to all of my hair.
Fine. Scissors, candles, and it's okay. And he's getting very stressed that you're taking so long in this market, drawing so much attention to yourselves just by being a large and a sorcerer and an elf and another elf, and he's okay. We will get that for you, and we will take it. Is there anything else at all?
No.
We should go.
Okay. So sorry. And he just motions to Tig. We should leave.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna follow, but I'm gonna dawdle and kind of slightly skip just to annoy him a little bit.
I'm trying to keep up with this guy. I'm just like,
At one point he goes to
trouble.
grab you, then sort of stops himself. He's just marches along behind you. And you make your way back to your rooms to drop off all stuff.
There's a second guard like staying behind, like the back of the pack, following along.
Yes.
During the walk back, Liam's just gonna huddle up next to him and be like, "Hey, so long walk back. You want to help me read through this?" And he's gonna pull out the book of rune work that he still has, open it up, and just show it to him. Like,
I don't know what these mean.
Oh, it's easy. I'll teach you. You want to be an artificer, right? Being a guard must be so boring.
Yeah, okay. What are you gonna show me?
All right. Well, you see this one, and he's gonna pick out one that he knows and go, "This means build," and then he's just gonna go through a bunch of runes and just tell him what they mean at a very much.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do a very basic intelligence check here. The guard has no idea what you're talking about, and at one point he's trying to decipher it, and you can see him getting very frustrated with himself, not understanding, and he, you know, walking along, walks into a stall, and the guy starts yelling. He's like, "No, it's enough! I don't understand it. All right, and he just like walks off ahead of you, like really angrily. So you're now at the back of the pack, Liam.
Now that he's walking away and he's very frustrated and distracted, I'm gonna mage hand his keys.
Do a
knew it.
slide of
I'd like to spend a hero point to make it happen.
Ah, okay. So, you have the guard's keys.
Pocketed. Mine.
Okay.
That was good.
Just
That was
for
the best.
Oh god. Okay. I won't tell you what that was till after the session. But yeah. So okay. He's walking along. Pretty much gets back to the Liam's next action is considered a burnt hero point. Wait, what do you mean by replacement, Paisley? Type it in and I'll decide if it's worth it or not at the moment. So you get back to the rooms, you get ushered in, and the guard's sort of waiting there, and he sort of stops. And as you walk in, he sort of steps out and says, "You think maybe there's a beginner's book for my friend? He's a bit annoyed that he couldn't figure out your stuff."
Oh yeah, sure. You know which guild I'm part of. Just go in, ask for some basic materials. It's easy to.
Okay. And okay. When we change shifts, I'll do that. And he sort of like ushers you in, and they close the door. Liam, looking at the keys you pocketed, you effectively have the city master key, and you can go anywhere you want, not just in the Colossus, but the greater city. On
Perfect.
the key ring is the king's seal, which gives you authority to act as guard and get into places. It's effectively a warrant to everywhere. You can thank Paisley.
Well then. Jesus.
I'll need
Hey,
those.
you're responsible.
Part of the plan. So Liam's gonna glance over everyone and be like, "That was a nice trip. Did we get everything we needed?"
I think so, yeah. I've just gotta wait for the like scissors and stuff to come that we asked for. And
Yeah.
Is Jeeves still kicking around?
yeah, and I'm gonna call up like Jeeves.
Are we still out in public or are we in the
No,
rooms?
you're in the rooms.
We're in the rooms? Yeah.
Right, I've only ever heard his name be spoken. I think I might have glanced at him once. When Liam sees this, I assume, enormous wolf dog, he's just gonna be like, "Oh, he's precious! He's the best boy!" And just walk up and pet him and like run his fingers.
Tate's just like,
Jeeves sort of looks at you and immediately lets out, like, as you sort of like go to touch me, lets out like a low growl, and all his fur stands up, his tail goes back. He nudges you, what's effectively gently with his head, but it still sends you on your ass. And Nissa, you get the empathic image in your mind of a bunch of tall, thin, various colored skin humanoids with horns and tails burning down forests and skinning people and wolves.
Ooh, poor thing. Sorry about that, puppy. I guess you don't like these things, huh? And he just taps his.
Well, Nissa feels that you don't. Because
Well, yeah, but I mean, I've been bipped. I've been knocked on my butt. So
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of whether I know this or not, you know, this
Okay.
dog doesn't like me.
Fair.
I'm just sort of like looking at Jake, just
I'm just gonna take a couple steps back and just sort of look at him and just. What are.
Well, it's a bit of a rough question.
And why did others that look like you burning people and skinning animals?
what?
Now, that's not really my domain. I'm not really too sure why that would be the case. I've not really met anyone like. I was really excited to see you guys show up here because I thought you were kind of like me, you know, super different, not like anyone else here. But I'm starting to figure out that's not really the case.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of had like a Wolf and I, Jeeves and I have like a telepathical link, and when he touched you, I kind of saw people. They're like really tall, different colored skins, they have horns, and they were like burning down forests.
Telepathic
And
link, that's
I don't
incredible.
think I've ever seen anything like that before. I'm just gonna sort of stand there and just sort of shake my head around a little bit, grab some water, splash it on my face, just try and like chill.
I'm just gonna nudge Vanny and just be like, "What's a topographical mix?"
What's a what?
Well,
I'm gonna turn around to Tig and just be like, me and Jeeves, mentally linked. I can hear what he has to say, like his thoughts, through mine.
Oh, so you just like talk to him
Yeah,
without talking,
without words. Yeah,
like I do to Arm,
yeah, exactly like you do.
and
to
Arm
Arm.
does to me.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Does he say smart words?
They're more like pitches. They're more like what? They're more like Tig words, to be fair. He can't
What?
speak. He can't speak full sentences, so he either gives me images or like just words.
I'm not sure how Tig would respond to this. Whether she would be offended or just sort of not understand it.
But I'm gonna turn around and that's why I can understand you so well.
I apologize
Okay.
for I apologize for interrupting, but I do have some kind of really pressing business to attend to. You're welcome to come with me if you like, but it's probably not going to be very pretty.
I'm down for not pretty stuff. Jeeves, go take a nap.
Let's go. Let's go be not pretty.
Okay.
Vanny, are you coming or are you gonna stay?
Oh, yes, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Is
So,
Vanny pretty?
were you
Before we
being
leave,
live for...
I'm just gonna like wrap some of Tig up in some of the stuff we bought.
Yeah, like in the meantime, I'm also like covering up her with the bandana, just the hair, just like, okay.
Tig gets a makeover, and by the end of it, she's has a
I'm happy.
bandana, and she's sort of wrapped in what's effectively a dark green toga.
She is not happy.
We've been live about an hour. Do you guys want to take a 5-minute break before you go to Liam's thing, or just want to keep going?
Break would be nice.
Yeah, just a quick 5-minute one.
Okay, cool. We'll make it real quick because
And
then we
we'll-
can get to Liam's adventure.
Name adventure.
We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. See you soon.
Bye.
Welcome back, guys. Sorry for the break. Two people, not gonna name who they were, decided to take forever. It was Chad and the person below them. You can't see it in stream. In my Discord, it's person below them. Anyways, so when we left you guys just a second ago, you were preparing to help Liam with a small issue having.
Very
And
small issue.
action.
So, where are we going?
We need to head back to my guild. There's someone I need to talk to and figure out a few.
I'm gonna start walking in a direction.
That's not where the guild is. I will take us there because I know this place.
She started going to her
Cool.
bedroom.
And Liam's gonna knock on the door and be like, "Hello, can we?"
Yes. So you can come out. We have the and as he says it, you can hear the cart coming. He's like, if you just wait, and the guy comes up with a handcart, and it's got all your things in it. Plus, there's a little bit of gold back, and laying on top of it all is this like frilly dress with like just shards of crystal sewn into different parts of it. It's all embroidered, and it's like lots of like lacy arm bits and like a high collared neck bit, and it's grotesque.
I'm like,
just gonna-
it's
I'm just gonna pick it up and just go, Tig, I think this is yours.
Yes, it's here. And then push it at Liam. She's like, I got you something to match you. It's like the flower thing, so people don't, because people don't eat you.
It's beautiful. I will put it on tomorrow because I don't want to get it dirty.
Okay. I'm just like walking away, just like proud as fun.
And- Oh, and you look at it. But Liam, it would look so good on you.
Well, you know what would look good on you, Bonnie? Is Liam sort of like clenches a.
Yeah.
For those of you new to the chat that don't understand what Liam is, what would look good on Vanny is fire. Continue.
Anyway, now that all this stuff. Oh, before I forget, and he's gonna sort of like look around the stuff and move some bags and find some kind of
Some kind of what, sorry?
case. Is there like a case
Yeah,
inside here?
there's like a nice darkwood case, and there's nothing moving inside it as you pick it up. If you want to open it, you would see the dagger like laid in like a perfect little holder for it.
And he's gonna just offer the box to Vanny and be like, "Got your present. You'll need this at some."
Like she's gonna. I'm sorry, I just made fun of you, and I just took like the dagger, and I'm like, and I kind of like twist it around a little bit, like, and then just put it like here.
It's a little bit different to what you're used to. It's pretty well weighted for you, but with the large sort of crossguard and handguard, it's not something you can just like flick around as easily as you can a normal thin blade. But you now have yourself a parrying dagger, so make sure you add that to your AC.
Yeah.
All right.
Fancy.
If you guys want to grab anything you need before we go, things might get a little messy, but I'm hoping they don't. I'm gonna try and make sure they don't.
That would be perfect. Let's make this just like the first, please. And then like it, yeah, it's too clean.
And Liam's just gonna turn to the guards at the door and be like, Hey, so I need to go to my guild, and I'm gonna bring these guys with me. It'd be probably best if you didn't follow us.
We have orders to escort you where you need to go. However, we can escort you to the guild, but not follow you in. If you'd like, we can wait outside at the doors.
Yeah, that'll work. I mean, if that's really what you have to do, I don't want to contradict your orders or anything. You're obviously, very loyal.
Um, yeah, thank you. So we have our orders and we need to follow them. And he sort of just like holds out a hand for you to step out the
And Liam's just gonna motion for everyone to come with and start heading towards his kid. Gonna go see the boy.
Okay.
Okay.
So, they escort you down through the Colossus, to your guild, the outer halls in the arms. And it's probably getting towards, like, shops will be closing, the forge will be powering down. It's late evening, mid evening, early evening, mid to late evening, not early. Okay. So you get there, someone sort of like, oh, hey Liam, how you doing?
And he's just gonna like sort of give everyone a kind of dismissive wave, like, yes, hello, I'm.
There's there's a few people sort of like watching you, like interested that you've got like this little entourage with you. The guildmaster is actually out amongst the people today, helping them out with a few different things and teaching one some new techniques. You can see that he's like guiding someone as they chisel in a rune, a large one in the center of what would be like a construct's chest plate.
Oh, there he is. Guildmaster.
Yes.
I was wondering if I could ask, well, actually, two questions, if memory serves. The first is, you mentioned having something that would be of great help to me. I'm not sure exactly what you meant.
Oh, come to my chambers this morning. I have it for you.
Thank you, sir. The second is, I'm currently working on a special project for a private client, very lucrative. I was wondering if I could perhaps borrow another set of hands. Skilled artificer, one that I know his limits, if you know.
Yes, and he sort of points to like a middle-aged man across the room.
Well, actually, I'm far more interested in the specializations of a select few. The top of my list is, and knowing who works on the floor, can I pick someone who's not currently?
Yeah, like Connor isn't there today.
Yeah. Looking for Connor, is he for?
Oh. Away for a few days.
Ah, that's a shame.
Sorry.
Second choice is probably going to be Briant. What about him?
Funnily enough, you're best off talking to his master. And you sort of he points to sort of like maybe a guy about 50 years old, that looks sort of like pretty rough, very broad-shouldered, and he's swinging a hammer, like a big hammer used to beat construct plates in that would usually take like one person, two hands. He's got one hand. He's just smacking the shit out of this plate. He looks very intimidating. Black hair going grey, very sharp sort of facial hair. Big burly man.
Liam's just gonna like walk up and say, "Looking good, sir. What's the project?"
Oh, we got 4 of these constructs to make. The new battle line.
Well, I'd very much love to offer my helping hands, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask to take away one of yours. Do you know where Brian?
He resigned. Moved
Resigned?
guilds. I'd been training that shit for 2 years, and he just last night came in, said he was done, took all his tools and left.
Now, I know you guys are no stranger to gossip. Do you know where he might?
Yeah, I have an idea.
Listen, I'm gonna go talk to him. Maybe see if I can get him to come back. He probably just made a rash decision. You know, didn't know what he was thinking.
He looked pretty happy with himself. Look, I got some friends around the place, and they told me that he's not really meant to move between guilds. It's unheard of. Well, not unheard of, just it's a bit. And he sort of looks around carefully. You can tell he's a bit just annoyed that this has happened. It's circumvented some rules that are in place against this specific thing. And he's like,
While he's paused and he's just like talking to himself, Liam is just gonna, as if it's second nature, pull the hammer out of his artificer's kit in his satchel and just start like working away at the same piece of plate just to get him to keep.
he actually loosens up with that, and he starts working next to you, hammering away, and then he sort of like falls into natural rhythms. Yeah, he's working over at the battle enhancements.
Battle enhancements.
The Bastion Forges, where they take people that aren't usually soldiers, who wouldn't make the grade, and give them construct parts over the body. It's a bit unseemly.
Yes, well, you've all had your fair share of unseemly around here. As Liam taps one of his horns and then stops hammering. I really appreciate the help. Thanks. I'll see what I can do
He
about
stops
Brienne,
and he
maybe
puts a
convince him.
hand on your shoulder. He's like, "There's nothing wrong with you. You've helped
Well-
here. You've done good work. And just because that guy doesn't know what to do, doesn't mean you're not of use."
He's like quickly gonna glance towards the party and be like, "Get me out of this."
If you want to learn
Tig's
more
just gonna
about
let out a loud noise.
the guy, sort of like glances to you and drops his hand. He's like, "If you want to learn more about runecraft or constructs, come to me."
Thank you. We will remember that for the future. Liam, we should probably be going.
Yes, we should. Very tight schedule. Lots of things to do. Thank you so much, Master Forge Smith. I will come back soon. And he gives the guy a wave as he walks away.
Just nods to you and goes back to work.
Bye. Just gonna follow
Just like
Liam.
waiting.
Okay.
Very nice man. Very large hand.
Yeah, like the size of your torso. Like huge. No, he's just a very, very big man. The Fashion Forges actually are one of the lower forges. You have to pass through them to get usually on the main routes the experimentation chambers. They were the first guild to install one, and you're sort of like remembering your history down there as you go down and sort of move on your way.
And anything that he remembers about these forges, he's just gonna talk to the party about, like give more context to the place before they go in so they know what.
Like what?
As you leave the front door, the guards sort of, just follow in lockstep. Don't say a word.
And
That.
yeah, and during the short trip, Liam's gonna talk about the Hephaestian forges, talk about how there may be humans or abhumans infused with metal and looking very strange, very unnatural, and it's not anything that you would see in a forest. It's probably going to be an alien sight to anyone who's not seen something similar before.
one of the guards sort of like taking the weak and making them strong is admirable, but what they do there is wrong.
What do you mean by wrong?
Wait till you see the guards. See. And as you sort of get down there and turn the corner, you see about 6 what would once be described as men sort of standing at the front on either side of the main hall. And they're people with like deformities. There's one who you can see he's got like a ridge down his back where there's metal rods being like screwed into his spine and pulled up straight. He's got huge pieces of metal that go over his arms and end in sort of blades that extend. And you can see that instead of making constructs, they effectively build around a person to make them a fighting machine. They tend to make it from, and you can see all these people, like one is blind, and if you didn't know he's blind because of his eyes, he's got like a metal plate screwed into his skull, and you can just see that it's like weeping, and it's filled with gems.
Walking through all of this, Tig's just like getting really angry. I think I don't know if this would be the case, but Arm's probably not happy either, and is probably just making a huge fist, just like hunching over, getting really angry right now.
I'm gonna put my hand on like Tig's other arm and just go, it's okay, just keep going. I'm gonna grab Vanny and just be like, stay next to me, please.
This is so crazy.
On the walk there,
Liam?
on the walk there, what I'd like to do is I'd like to take out just like an empty envelope I have. Take some of the wax that holds one of my the leather onto one of my dagger handles, and use like a sort of, if it's possible, a smaller sacred flame to melt some of it onto the the envelope's leaf, and then
we have candles.
Yeah. But then I need like a certain color of it, because what I want to do is once it's melted onto the leaf, I want to take the key that I have that's got the seal and press that into the wax to make it look like an official missing.
That's fantastic.
You cast of charisma, right?
Yes.
Roll a charisma check. This is just to control the sacred flame into a very fine point. So you're sitting there, and as you're doing it, you're sort of like the fire. You create it, and it goes to a point, and it flares up, and then goes to a point, and then flares up, and you try.
I'd rather, if it helps with the description, I would rather, if it flares up, grab the burning dagger and hold the fire and damage myself than have anyone see what's happening.
Take half damage from the flame. I know you have resistances as well. Whatever your damage for it is, just take half.
Nice.
Cool. Almost nothing. Yep. So that's done. It flares up and you think, fuck it. Just grab the blade or the dagger.
And he'll sort of wince as he's doing this, hoping to like keep it from everyone, and then just make this sort of makeshift letter, and then brush the burns on his hand off onto his clothes and pocket the.
One of the guards sort of walks past. He's like, "It's interesting," and just keeps walking.
I realize what just happened there. That's pretty good.
So, yeah, he's you get to this door, and one of the guys that's out front sort of sits there and raises one of the arms that's just encased in like metal with like rods going straight through his arm and out the other side, and just like hits the door with this resounding bang, and the doors get pulled open from the inside by two more of these creatures that are sort of grabbing onto what looks like a ladder on the floor and just like pulling along, and they have chains connected to their back. They open it, and a tall, thin man walks out. Welcome to the Hephaestion Forges. What can we do for you? We heard you were coming, young Liam Nava.
I'm just standing
from-
behind Liam, still just towering over him and looking at this guy, just growling.
From whom did you hear?
Well, we have people that let us know when visitors are coming.
Interesting. Well, you see, I'm actually here as an escort for, well, as you can see in emotions to the other three. You see, two of these three are envoys from, well, an area that is far different to this. Covered in forest and greenery, littered with creatures and animals of nature's domain, and there appears to have been some misunderstandings with what goes on here and what is considered natural and unnatural, and I was wondering if I could perhaps borrow a handful of name?
Who you need?
Just a few random heads to ask a few questions. Someone who's very experienced, maybe knows the ins and outs of how this. Someone who's sort of middle of the road, couple of years experienced, and someone brand new.
Oh.
Just ask a few questions. Nothing
is open for you to look through. You can just wander around. The guards will have an eye on you. If you take anything, we will know. We will stop you. You can talk. The officers are down the back and to the left. The beginners' forges are down this corridor. And he points one like at the front on the right. And this open hallway is where most the seniors lounge anyway. So just ask about.
And he's gonna give like a polite nod and usher everyone to come with, and then he's gonna wait until he can whisper to everyone without being in earshot of anyone else. He's gonna say, "I'm really sorry I had to use you like that, but can you please pretend you're conducting some?"
Yeah.
As long as I
can
can
do
growl
that.
at people.
I'll look at.
growl
I'm
at
gonna. I'm
everyone,
gonna
yeah.
look at Tig. I'm gonna look at Tig and go. I'll buy you some candy before we leave.
I want meat.
We can get you some meat as well if you want.
I'm gonna kill it myself. I don't like it. No.
Neither do I.
Vani, you're rather eloquent. Could you be the what's the word? Not interrogator, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sure. I wouldn't describe myself eloquent, but I will try.
Danny
ask
uses
if-
nice words.
Just ask a few questions. Be curious.
Okay.
Okay. Which way are you heading first? Officers, main hallway, or to the right?
We're gonna have a look through the main hallway, and I'm gonna look for someone who seems like really old, really well experienced, that sort of thing, and I'm gonna try and.
Okay. There is like this. He should be dead. There's this very old man just like sitting there, leaning on a cane, like roomy-eyed, just staring across the room. You don't think you can see at this point. Other than that, there's a few people that are about 50 to 60, sitting about. But they're mostly like talking in twos and threes.
I definitely want the old ass man.
Okay. As you walk up, he sort of like taps his stick a few times on the floor. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello. I'm an escort from the Artificers Guild further up a few floors. I'm here on behalf of a number of envoys from a separate city-state. They're hoping to ask a few questions if you could spare some time.
What do you want to know?
And he just sort of like motions to Van.
You see her like just flustered a little bit. She's like, the
Get it out.
we heard that it is not. We heard that it is not natural
from?
what you do, and I am from Tarsalia Sir.
Where is that?
That is very far away.
You a woman?
And I start just. Yes. I
Uh,
mean, and you just
stomach.
she looks down and she's like,
Uh,
Ex-
ask your
excuse me?
questions. Ask your questions.
I just would like to know the process and how you are conducting your experiments to discover whether what you are doing is moral, and it is. We heard it is of questionable methods.
We take criminals and invalids and make them useful.
What do you mean by that?
And he just points to the one of the guys that's chained the door. He's like, I think that one on the left killed his family. As opposed to killing him, he opens the door. Useful.
Oh, okay.
Liam,
Yes?
Aethelfin would belong here.
I don't know if he's strong enough to open a door.
Well, he got the arm. I feel like here is next.
Yeah, probably. Who knows?
Hmm.
We got any more questions?
How?
How what? You another woman?
How do you do this?
Are you
Yes.
all women?
I'm just gonna growl at him. Just, "Arr."
Shut up!
Apologies. She's not. Her language is a little different. What she means is how are they turned into these creatures? What's the process?
We just we add the mechanical parts to their skeletal system, their bones. Then we add the correct enchantments for magic to make sure they have the strength and sturdiness to survive, and then they do their job. If they don't do as we're told, we take a small chisel, insert it up their nose, give it a few quick taps. You can also do it through the eye, but we like them to be able to see.
That's
As
not
he says
barbaric
that,
at
I'm
all.
just gonna like touch the hole where my old eye used to be and just kind of sort of like do this and just back away a little bit, just like hold my like.
So during the course of this entire conversation, Liam's not actually involved that much in it. What his main purpose for this is to just occupy space and time while he looks around the whole area trying to spot Brian, because I know exactly what.
Yeah, he's not in this area. You can see there's quite a few young men, roughly his age, working in the beginners area. But you can't see him right now. It is getting close to the time where everyone's knocking off. They'll be going to either their homes, and most people that work in the guild are housed within the guild halls.
Unfortunately, I think we're running out of time. Madams, do you mind if we proceed to the next?
No, that's perfectly fine.
Yes.
I'm gonna turn to
Remember,
the old man.
innovation
and
can be
just-
messy. Don't be
Oh.
weak. Stomach it,
Okay.
and great things can happen.
I'm just
And
gonna
he sort of just,
nod
like-
and just walk off.
Smacks
I'd
whoever's
like to-
closest in like the legs with his cane a few times, and points you away.
I'd like to just like mutter
That was
under my
me.
breath, just crazy old man and like drow.
Okay.
Should we go for a walk?
As we're walking, I'm just gonna like rub where he smacked me.
Yeah, it's gonna welt. It's gonna hurt.
Well, who I'm looking for isn't here, and people generally tend to be the best source of information, so let's try one of the beginners. I assume since he's brand new, he'll have had some experience with them. That's probably a good plan.
I want to turn around to Liam. Do I remember this kid that we're looking for?
Uh, maybe. It was the one that, yeah, it's the one that threatened me before we went to see the Guildmaster.
Oh, I
Oh,
growled at
you
him.
that little asshole.
Oh,
Okay.
that. Oh.
I'll keep
Mm.
my eye out. I'm just gonna keep my eye out to see if I.
It's
I
not
remember
a,
I did get a good long look at that kid as well.
I should clarify, it's not really a personal grudge. I'm working on this for our friend.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm here to keep Nissa safe.
As you go to the beginner area, there's about 3 people there, and 2 of them are packing up. One's sort of seems to be stressing over something.
I want to walk up to the one that's stressing and just.
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
we want the
"Are
stressy one.
you-
We can break him.
Are you okay?
It's not working. And he's sort of like sitting there, and Liam, you can immediately tell he's effectively trying to solder something with the wrong like material. It won't stick together. It keeps just like he like puts these 2 pieces of metal, and then he like heats up an area, and he's like, it's not working. It's meant to stay.
Whoa, hey, slow down, slow down. Don't stress over it. Listen, it's not a problem with your technique. It's just a problem with the material. Here, look. And he's gonna use like what little knowledge he has of this stuff to make sure he picks out the right material and positions it correctly. And he's like, here, give it a try.
He puts it there, and he sort of like does it, and he starts it. He's like, oh, good. And he goes to pick it up for it's completed, and starts like flexing and tearing a bit. Oh,
Hey, come on, you
no,
gotta have a bit of
no.
patience. No, relax. Relax, you're gonna be okay. And Liam's just gonna like pat him on the shoulder, make sure he's
Okay, he sort of puts it back, and he waits there, and it like the 2 sheets of metal he's working on slowly like stay together, and he sits there and he's like, oh, thanks. I broke the first one that was done for me, and I had to get another one done. Been hard.
Yeah, it always is hard moving from sorry, from a different profession, isn't it?
Yeah. Are you moving here? Where are you from?
Well, I was considering it. I'm from one of the guilds upstairs. But unfortunately today I'm here on official capacity as an envoy for these 3. I was wondering, I know you're probably about to clock out, if we could borrow a few moments of your time.
Yeah. Just I'm gonna turn the help me pack my stuff up, and we can talk.
Oh yeah, of course. Jake, you're pretty tough. You mind helping me out? Some of this stuff is really heavy.
Sure.
As you go to reach out to the stuff on the forge, you realize fire hot.
I was going to more reach for like a bag.
Okay, go for it. You can move some of his tools around, but that's about it. Everything else is like.
Yeah. I'm
resting
keeping
on
away
the
from the
forges.
hot stuff.
Liam's gonna lift the hot stuff while it's still hot, provided I've got a feel for like it's gonna be harmless to him with his fire
Yeah,
resist.
yeah. Okay. The guy sort of like watches, stunned, and then almost like for the first time takes notice of the horns and is like, "Oh, hi. What are you?"
Oh no, don't worry about that. Like I said, I'm from upstairs, different department.
Did they? Is this? And he sort of goes to tap the horn, like the guards.
It's a little different, a bit more biological, but yeah, pretty much.
I'm
Okay.
just like standing behind Liam, crossing my arms.
But
So
listen, I'll
what
I'll
do you
make you a
need?
deal.
What do you need?
I'll tell you more about the horns if you tell us about this place. You know, talk to us about it. What drew you here? What's the appeal?
Well, if you work here, you learn how to put broken things back together, and my brother was well, he had an accident when he was young, and I wanted to help fix his leg.
Oh, that's very noble of you. Wouldn't you agree, Van?
Extremely. And it's just like,
Sort of starts to get a little bit nervous that he's surrounded by like 3 warriors and a horned person.
Seeing he's
Listen.
getting nervous, I'm actually going to go walk over to. Is there like a wood bench or something?
Yeah,
Or
there'll be
not
something
a
in
wooden
the
bench.
room. Yeah.
Yeah, something like a workbench or something. I'm just going to sort of walk over there and, like, to be honest, probably just have a look at all the tools and everything. If there's anything that looks like the sort of stuff, well, probably is the stuff that like Aethelfin worked on. I'm just going to sort of like scrape it over to one side.
Okay.
It's like near the edge of the table.
Okay. Where are your envoys from exactly?
First,
Liam's just gonna motion to Vani and Nisa.
Out of town.
somewhere far away.
Could you a name maybe? No.
Vanny just like smiles at him. She's like,
He sort of looks around, noticing the other two have left. He's like, I'd like to go. Can we talk tomorrow maybe when we're open? I'm just
Actually, if it's all the same to you, and Liam's gonna reach into his satchel and pull out the envelope, making sure that the seal is shown face up, I'd much prefer to talk now.
oh, what's happening? Sure, we can
No.
talk now.
Let's keep this between me and you. I don't want this to spread. The more contained this is, the better. You know.
Okay. Sure.
What you're doing here, because I know that you're a very noble person, is you're helping the state. You're advancing the interests of the council, and you're making sure that this is a safer place for everyone. You seem like the kind of person that would be interested in that kind of thing.
Yes, I want the city to prosper. I am loyal to the king and the council, and in fact, councilmen come in here all the time, and we help them, and they ask for the seniors to forge things for their household, and we've had well, one of the councilmen came in here the other day with a new batch of recruits. One was from where are you from? So you said you were not from here, and we help
Now
them
that's
out any way
enough
we
talking
can.
for now.
Sorry.
That's okay. Now you mentioned something very, very important. In fact, I think you found exactly what I'm looking for. The one from upstairs. Could you tell me anything about it?
He's older than the rest of us, and he's only here for a day, and a bit it's a bit mean.
Oh, you poor thing. Now, because he's here for a day and he showed up, I presume, some point either this morning or yesterday afternoon, he's still here.
Well, yeah, he's a new apprentice to the guild.
And where exactly would I be able to find him?
If you go to the offices, they have all the housing arrangements for all the guild employees and apprentices as well. Not just the ones here, but also where their homes are away from here. They keep track of all that sort of stuff. You'd be able to find that there. One of the staff we had help you, I'm sure. You know, they also want to advance things for the king and the council, and we are all loyal
That's
here.
very, very good of you to tell me all of that information, but now I need you to do something very, very important. And I know you're a patron, so I know you can keep this promise with me. You can keep your word, alright?
He like visibly shivers. Yes.
He's gonna slide the letter back in his satchel and say, "You never saw this, and we talked about the moral implication of augmenting
He spoke on the moral implications of augmenting people.
Good lad." And he's gonna pat him on the back, and as he goes to hand him his satchel, he's going to like make sure that no guards are in eyesight of it as he mage hands a gold piece into the bag.
He sort of looks at it, and he looks at you, and his eyes are wide, and you can see he's like sweating profusely. Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day.
And he takes it, and like he's trying not to run, so he's doing this like half walk, half run, just straight out the hall. His forge is still going, and his work is slowly heating still.
I'm
And
just gonna pick up one of these clockwork things and just like try and bite it. It's like fling it into the forge.
Liam's gonna take the time to turn off all of his like forge and tools, and make sure it's left as it should be, as if someone stopped working. And he's gonna talk to the party while he's doing this and say, "Okay, we need access to the information that the ledgers have. Nissa, you're pretty sneaky, right?"
I can be when I need to.
He's gonna take the master key off of the keyring and hand it to her. "This will help you skulk your way into the room where they're keeping all of the information. We're gonna try and keep the front desk distracted. We'll try and make some noise. Maybe keep the. What I need you
Tig
to.
can make noises.
Yes, Tig can make loud noises. What I need you to do, Nissa, is find your way inside, locate the book with all the information regarding the housing arrangement for these apprentices, and find where Brian stays."
Okay, I will do my best. I'm just gonna take the key and just be like, okay.
"I believe in you," and I'm gonna like give her a pat on the shoulder, and I'm gonna give her guidance for.
Okay. It's 1d4, right?
Aww.
Oh, 1d4, not +2. Yeah, that's correct.
Cool. Just alright, cool. So, you walk out into the main hall, and there's the front desk is at the end of it, and there's this sort of like 45-year-old man there. He's just like, "Hello? Can I help you at all?
Hello.
We're closing up. The doors will be locked within the hour. What can I help you with?"
"Hi. I'm very sorry, but I was actually wondering if I could ask for some information."
What information do you need?"
Well, you see, I'm from upstairs. I'm one of the quartermasters, and we've had some really odd notices about deliveries. Requisitions for tools, parts, construct pieces, even some. I don't know if I should talk about it out loud. Would it be possible to see an inventory list? And he's just gonna try and stutter and be as nervous as possible, trying to sell that he's just a messenger.
Roll a deception.
I'll do a deception roll.
Yeah, go for it. He's like, "I don't remember any inventory." And he sort of notices how nervous and stuttering. He's like, "Look, calm down. We'll get it sorted. Come around here." And he starts going through his books and ledgers with you.
I'm gonna assume that means he's distracted, so I
Make a
want
stealth check
to
at advantage.
And add 1d4.
Look, you'll most likely be. And then add d4 to that. Add another d4.
So just a 1d4?
Yep. A 1d4, and we'll add 15 to it. So yeah, 18 is more than enough to be super sneaky.
Okay, cool.
So you sneak through, and you find a length of doors, and they're sort of marked to different things. Officers, guild master, the co-master, there's accommodation, there's import exports, and then there's like it says vault on the door, and the door is as opposed to the other ones, it's very heavy with like metal bars across the wood. All of them have some form of window that you can look into.
I want to look into the window with the accommodation.
Okay. Roll a perception check firstly.
21.
Okay. As you look in, you see that the door for this room has a door on the inside that connects through to the co-master, and there's someone in the co-master room.
Oh
Do I notice if there's a way to like sneak past him without him noticing?
But you can't see him, you just heard him moving around a bit. You heard the sound of someone like sitting in a chair and it's scraping across the floor as they like pull it in.
Okay, I want to try and like stealth. I'm gonna like stealth my way back outside just and sort of like wave to Liam while he's doing stuff and just sort of
Liam has his
make
back
little
to you.
hand gestures.
Vanny and Teague can both see you.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around to Vanny and just go, come here.
Both Teague, roll perception check because you're dumb and probably looking at the book.
Magic roll.
Oh yeah, that's right. You see nothing. I'm
gonna
Vanny,
stand there and keep pretending to be a bodyguard.
Yeah.
You see Nisa doing this. Come. So, what do you want to do?
I look flustered and I try to like also sneak towards Nissa, hopefully not noticed.
You not gonna say the guy's pretty distracted. Liam made a good story. So you move forward and sort of meet up with her at just inside the doorway of this corridor.
Yes.
I need to get into the accommodation room, but there's somebody, I can hear somebody in there. Can we try and find a way to get Liam to notice so I can sneak in?
Okay. Try to, for example, make them go to sleep like he did with the other one.
I don't do magic. I don't know how to do that.
1 second. Hide. Like I
Okay,
walk
I'm
back to
gonna
Liam.
go and hide.
Okay. You're standing in the hallway. There's not really anywhere to hide. It's a hallway.
Well, I'm not standing. I'm gonna crouch down in like the corner or something.
That is
sort of.
far more conspicuous, but continue. Empty hallway with an elf crouched in the corner.
Fine, I'll just stand in the fucking corner.
Okay, Vanny, you walk back out and see Liam with the clerk.
Liam, can I have a moment of your time, please?
Yes, of course, miss. I'm sorry, sir. I have to speak to my
Okay.
Take help with inventory.
He sort of is like he's just waves like, yeah, I'll keep looking. I've got 3 more books.
I'll watch.
Yes, Tig, please help him with the inventory.
I'll sort of like look at the others and like, oh, I kind of think that I know what they're doing, so I'm gonna like hunch over and like try and cover the entryway that he can look that way and like look over the books like.
Okay. Go for it.
There's someone in the accommodations room. If you could make them go to sleep like you did with the old man in the dungeons, so we can get it safely.
I'll try, but you'll have to get him to come out of the room first.
So, I find, do I have like any kind of like thing? Is there anything we can do to distract him to scare him out of the room?
either yourself or Nisa knock on the door and then make sure you hide somewhere that he won't see you when he steps outside. If I've got line of sight to him.
Okay, and I go to Nissa. We need to get him out of the room. If you can knock on the door and hide, Liam can put him to sleep.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna sort of go back to the
Just remember,
door.
he's in the co-master room, not the accommodation room. Haven't seen him. He's just in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the door that goes into the co-master room. Do I notice if it opens inwards or outwards?
From the corridor, it opens inwards. If you go into the accommodation room to the second door that's in there, it would open towards you, outwards. 2 doors and go to his room.
And Liam's gonna sort of like, if Nissa looks back to see Liam before he goes back to the clerk, Liam's just gonna mouth over while making a sort of like scooping arm motion. He's gonna go, catch.
Okay. I'm just gonna like open the accommodation room and just try and be stealthy with it, I guess.
Okay, so you go into the accommodation room, and then you're now in there. On one side is a bunch of filing cabinets. On the other side is a door with a window that leads through to the co-master room.
I'm gonna look in the window just to make sure that he's not like looking in this direction.
Sitting at a desk that faces the door, so if you look from the other way, he would have been able to see you, is a man you recognize. He looks surprisingly similar to a man that you met in a laboratory downstairs.
Is it the same wizard from... Wait, no, didn't he die?
It is the same wizard.
The old man that I put to
God.
sleep was the one that died.
Yeah, but didn't the wizard that burnt the whole
You mean
room,
the
didn't he
hamster
die?
ball one that
Yeah.
exploded?
Yeah.
That probably wasn't just the one.
It's a different wizard, isn't it? It's the one.
No.
It's the one. It's the one we saw doing soup magic.
No, it's not. Nissa, you recognize
No,
this as the hamster ball man.
Yeah, see? I fucking told you. It's the fucking hamster. Oh, God. So he's not looking in my direction, is he?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna very quietly look for the file that I need so I can get the fuck out and find and go tell the others who the fuck is it.
Roll a stealth check. Or a sleight of hand, whichever one's better for you.
They're both really good for me.
Whichever one's better, I don't care which one. Either it's to open the cabinet deftly and quietly, or to move about in there deftly and quietly. I don't care which one you use.
Okay, well, this is really difficult because they're both 7 for me, so...
Then, stealth. Go stealth. Do you have advantages on any of them?
18? I have advantage on both sleight of hand and stealth. They're both,
Okay.
I'm both proficient in both, so...
You got D4 to add to that because you still have guidance.
That is incorrect. Guidance only applies to the first check made.
Oh,
when
really?
Guidance is,
Okay.
All good. Still 18
Okay,
anyway,
it's
so don't worry
18.
about it.
So,
I hate my life!
the
Can
guy...
I spend
use
a
my
hero
hero
point to
point?
make- Yeah.
So, you can use your hero point to reroll, but he rolled a 20, but...
Can we spend a hero point to make him reroll?
Is that a thing we can...
Okay.
It is.
He hears something and he stands up and he sort of like looks out the window just quickly, just like either side of the to the main corridor, and he's just like, and he doesn't see you guys in the corridor. You get the faintest like catch of like half his face, and you're just like, that's vaguely familiar, and he sits back down.
Okay. Do I find what I'm looking for?
You find a accommodation A, B, and C.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab those, stuff them close to me, and then stealth my way back out to where the guys, and then like motion towards Vanny to tell her that I've put a thumbs up.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and shove it in the clothes, like underneath my pants, like
Okay.
with my belt. So I'm just gonna have like
Yeah.
paper and a hot water bottle is just strapped to my pants.
Okay. You guys move into the main area, and the guy is sort of looking at Tig like, Miss, could you please give me some room to work? I'm
Words.
trying to get. No, Miss.
What about that box up there? That one.
No.
Thank you for the.
Ooh.
Thank you for alerting me to that, Miss. I'll take over now. It's okay.
Oh, okay. I'll put the book down and just walk somewhere else.
Cannot find any discrepancies in our work here.
Oh,
Is-
I'm. Can I see Nissa at this point?
Yeah. She's like got a hand to her belly, and she's just walking out.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry for wasting your time. Then it must be an administration error upstairs. I'll double check my work. I'm so sorry for wasting.
No problem. So we're about to close. If you come back tomorrow, I can get our older archived files out for you.
That may be really helpful. Thank you very much. How long until you close? By the way, there were someone else I wanted to ask about a few things as well.
I was going to get the guards to escort you out. Now it's really quite late.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, thank you for your help. I appreciate it.
Okay. No worries. And he just sort of like closes the books and starts packing them away, and he motions to one of the guards, come over, and they've sort of lit all the torches in here. There's no sunlight anymore. It is after dark. The guard, one huge hulking person that has, all across his shoulders and spine, just big exoskeleton screwed to him, sort of lumbers over, and sort of just like puts an arm behind your guys' backs and starts walking towards the door. And he stops about, like, it just pushes you if you don't move, but he will stop about 10 meters from the door and just stand there.
Okay, we should probably go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking a little bit terrified, but I'm trying to like sort of
This is for you,
keep
new
my
people.
face
I only
maintained.
have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
Okay. So, do you ask for the door to be opened?
Yes, please.
Okay. So the two large creatures start pulling the door open, and it gets pulled open. Your guards are standing there, and they're like, "It's very late. You should be going." And you sort of have one of them sort of like he glances to the side and like tries to like subtly show you that it's ushering off to the left where he's standing.
I'm gonna look at it.
Okay. So as you step out and sort of glance to the left, you see that there is a person in like dark clothes hiding in the shadow. Roll a perception check to get more detail.
Do we all get to roll perception?
Sure. Or pick the two highest if you don't want to all be like, who's that guy? And all look at the same time.
I kind of want to just look at the same time, to be honest. So.
I'm going to forego my perception roll to motion to the guy to everyone else, because I have no...
I'm gonna roll a perception check just for the
I will also roll a
16.
Okay. So, Nissa, you sort of... Nissa and Chad, leave it at that. Okay, so Nissa and Chad both sort of like carefully glance off to the side, and there is a woman in black robes watching you, and she sort of points at you and pulls down her mask a bit and pulls back her hood, and you can see she has long hair and tattoos across her face. You've seen her before.
Like, just me, or Vanny is...
You have seen her before. Maybe Tig. She accosted some thugs that were chasing you through a city a while ago.
Okay. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
See, because they're the only ones that roll perception, I'm basically just standing at the door waiting.
Yep.
Nisa, can we go? Don't like it, so.
I'm
Not-
just gonna take a few steps forward and just go, a Tig, can you look?
Look over.
Tig very, very obviously just glances straight at this person.
Well, she didn't really say subtle.
Yeah, I'll roll you the perception check. Tig gets an extra 20, because of course she does.
Yes!
I knew that was gonna happen. That's why I did it.
20s for Tiggies.
This is the woman
blessing
that
of Tig.
jumped on Sout and had a warning for him
Yeah,
in the city.
this is- yeah.
Right.
I remember her. That was when we.
I'm just
There
gonna
was the fire.
Look over to her and just.
In
point
full
out
view of
that,
everyone,
like,
he's
I mean-
like, she's making these huge symbols, and the woman just like looks at you and starts like moving back into the shadows a bit more and tries. You like with
I'm
your
gonna
perception
follow
check,
her.
you
into the-
hear her move a bit. As you
I wanna,
No, if
I wanna follow
anyone
her.
if anyone tries to follow her, Liam's just gonna be like, we should probably keep moving. It's very likely that people are gonna start asking questions.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna like move closer and just go.
The guard will
And
be
I'm
like,
gonna give her the
"Miss-"
details. I'm gonna like sort of stealthily give her the details of where our room is, so that she can come talk to us later.
She's a good distance away. That's not really stealthily so much as yelling across the room.
I'm actually gonna
Fuck's
walk over
sake.
and just grab her by the collar and drag her with
Like
me.
I said, the
I'm
guard's
just gonna
like,
whisper at her.
"Miss, you have to move together as a group. You can't be walking off." And he just sort of like shakes his head at you a little bit.
Fine.
I'll
I'm
grab
gonna-
Nisa and just walk, and while we're walking, I'm just gonna whisper in her ear, just, Nisa, she already knows where we sleep.
Okay.
As what I wanted to do if I saw her like shifting off into the shadows was make sure as I start walking towards the guards, like in amongst the people to try and hide the motion, I want that person who's like fading into the shadows to see Liam pulling out of the satchel the letter with the seal on the back, and just sort of like push it back away again.
Okay. You're not. Roll a perception check.
Because you told me that she was
Yeah.
there, so I assume
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know she's there.
You know
I
she's
just
there,
don't
but
know
you can't like you don't know exactly where she is, but you hope that she sees it. Like where everyone else has a pretty good idea of where she is in this area, you're like just she's to my left. So that's all you get. You pull the thing out. But yeah, you make your way back to your rooms. I think unless is there anywhere else you want to stop before you go back to the rooms. There's not many places you can go after dark, but you can try.
So Nissa, what did you get?
I'll show you when we get into the room. Unless we are in the room now.
No, you're on the way.
There we go. Yep. So I'm just gonna look at Liam. I'll take it out when we get to the room.
Okay.
Alright, then I'll wait till we get there then.
Okay. She yep, when you get back, the guards sort of be like, "Alright, it's time for our shift to change. We will see you in the morning." And he sort of like waves you goodbye.
Oh, wait, before you go, and I'm gonna quickly pull out the pen and piece of paper and write down a recommendation from Liam to the guild, and then hand that to the guard that was struggling.
The guy's like, "Oh, thank you so much."
Just put in the hard work, okay?
I will, thank you. And moves away. New guards are there, and they just don't even look at you. They're a little less friendly. They don't like being on night shift. They just can walk into your rooms, and that's where Nissa will remove the book from her bag and sort of show you. And it's
not in a bag. It's in my pants.
Book from your pants.
I like I'm not kidding.
I remember. I forgot. Now I remember. So she pulls it out, and
Behold, the Book of Many Thongs.
Yeah. It has detailed, you know, name, age, birthplace, where their family home is, and where they're currently staying with inside the guild halls of every person there, including one Brie. He's
Did I do good?
He's staying on the second floor, which is marked as tradesperson, not apprentice.
Sorry, could you quickly let me know what are all of the other details that I got on him? You don't need to say exactly what they are, just the
Age, family home, his current address within the guild hall, and his full name.
Alright, cool. So Liam's gonna look at these documents, pull out a piece of paper and just make a copy of that information, and then roll that up and stick it.
Okay. Alright.
Yes, that's absolutely perfect. Great work.
What do I do with the file now? Do I have to stealth back in later and return it?
Oh no, much easier than that.
Window?
What we're going to do, well, if you want to, that is, because I've already asked so much of you already. What I would like to do is head back inside tomorrow, go to where he stays, use my missive, he does with quotation marks, to pull him out of the guild, take him somewhere that you three have prepared that's a little off the grid,
This is for you new
and
people.
handle him.
I only have one rule.
What
Everyone
place
fights,
that we've
no one
prepared?
quits.
I'll have a look around maps of the Colossus and see if I can find somewhere appropriate, but we're going to look for somewhere that's ideally out of the way, where we won't be disturbed, and where we can make a lot of...
Okay.
Nisa,
Yes.
is Liam offering Tig to play?
You mean play with his friend? Play with his friend?
Like in forest, like in camp, like Tig play?
Yes, but not right now.
Okay.
Later.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at Liam and just be like, her play is gonna be very, very eccentric.
This is a pretty good point, I think, to end the session. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. I know a couple of us have to get up early in the morning. Well, have other things they need to do now, such as drive home Chide. So we'll stop there. Leaves you some things to do next session, which I'm very interested in seeing how you're going to set this up. You did really good work, I think, today in getting everything you need to get done for your journey, along with doing everything pretty well, navigating the opposing guild.
Before we finish, Nissa just wants to sort of have a light bulb just go off at top of her head, kind of moment, just go, oh, by the way, guys, that wizard, the wizard, he...
What?
You cut out there.
Yeah, you cut out the very...
The wizard? The wizard? And I make the motion of the ball and the shaking and the throwing around and stuff from from down there. He's not dead.
He's not... We saw him explode.
Yeah, but he's not dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Liam and just be like, the fuck, man?
Tig smash face.
I'll do some research. It is entirely possible he has some magical effect that, while similar to death, may not equal death. And although he did leave behind ashes, they could have very well been his clothes and used the fireball to mask some kind of transport or teleportation or even another door. I'll look into it.
Thank you. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Cool. Well, with that then, that gives you, like I said, a lot to discuss, a lot to move on, and I I'm curious to see what you guys do next session. You guys got any thoughts or questions?